Oh, I should probably get my mic over here. Yoink. There we go. Probably not a bad idea to make sure my mic is ready. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think you guys can hear me. You better be able to, because that's all I got running. We're still not green yet. Don't you worry. I ain't late. Well, thank you, Elijah. I worked on that last night, so got a new look, something a little more generic, I guess, but at the same time, it was trying to test around with some webcam stuff, which, by the way, I do now have a webcam. I sort of have a webcam. It's not quite ready. Doesn't seem to run real well, smooth. So I might be able to make it work with something like a game where my computer doesn't have to process two screens. It's only going to have to process the what do you call it, capture device. But either way, it's there. Yes, good. I'm glad you can hear. Glad you can hear. Still not green yet, so I thought it was said green at 2:45, which is about where I plugged it, but then I mean, it's NASCAR. They say it starts at 2:30. I automatically say about 20 minutes later, so 312 laps on the day. Stage 1 is going to be 60 laps. Stage 2, 125. And then the next one is 127. Fuel window, 90 to 94 laps. So Stage 1, there will be no green flag pit stops required. But you will need a green flag stop in both Stage 2 and in the final stage. Question really on that comes down to which way do you go with it? You can go 94 laps. You can try to stretch that so that you can stop real short in Stage 3. There's a lot of different potential options, all of which are, different things out there that could potentially pay dividends, especially with track position being so important. Potentially being able to, instead of a stop in Stage 2 and another one in Stage 3, you do one stop right in the middle and make it work. Not sure why they're advising chaos, but whatever. It is what it is. Yes, we are getting ready to go green. I'm a tad bit behind. Remember, I'm about 30 seconds behind, so I'm getting there. So Denny Hamlin on the high side. Coming to the green, Kyle Larson fires. William Byron behind him, and we are green from Phoenix. Larson away clear with the lead, and Byron following through to second. He's actually already past Denny Hamlin by the time they get down to the corner. So Denny Hamlin already back to third, just strictly based on the short inside lane being able to shortcut such a giant amount of that track off. And he's going to lose third from Christopher Bell. Wow. Yeah, Christopher Bell's going to get that spot. Look at all that traffic in there. William Byron with a big run. He's coming after Kyle Larson. He's looking at the bottom, and he's going to try and get him for lap 2. And it looks like he is going to get him. William Byron didn't get the greatest qualifying effort, but boy, once the race started, he came to the front, and he is there. I don't know what Hendrick Motorsports gets for penalties. It depends on why they confiscated them. If it was improperly installed or improperly made, we're not really sure. So that does have a slight role to play as far as how you get penalized. They kind of have to have some degree of knowledge to why you're being penalized. Denny Hamlin going to go back around Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell's going to lose another spot here to Brad Keselowski. Keep an eye out, by the way, guys. Brad Keselowski had a great car on both practice sessions, and it seems to be really good on the long haul. So this could be a Brad Keselowski day, judging by the speed he had on the long run. Michael McDowell up into the 7th position. Qualified well, but has also maintained that position up where he's at. Where's Kyle Busch? 11th. Okay, I was going to say he started 10th, so I wanted to see how far he had slid. Not sure where AJ is at, but yeah, Michael McDowell running in the top 8. Actually, it looks like he's probably going to get 7th, But him and Blaney are still battling to decide that spot. So Keselowski's down to, I shouldn't say down, he is currently in 4th. All right, so as they currently run, William Byron's still starting to stretch out that lead just a little bit. Got a little over half a second on the rest of the field. Trying to see if there's any other front runners that are kind of surprising. Obviously, like I said, Michael McDowell in the 8th spot was a fairly surprising run. Ty Gibbs having a good run, though. He's up in 11th, so pretty good run. Ooh, Bell shut the door on Chastain, who got a bad run through the corner. Now Ryan Blaney looks on. Blaney and Chastain going to go side by side down the backstretch. Keeping an eye on the lap times. The lap times have already fallen off by 0.3 of a second. Definitely not as fast a fall off as, say, what we had in the Xfinity race. We had definitely more fall off there, but fall off is good. With the more fall off, the better. So 8 laps in, we have, let's see, 51 to go in the stage. Looks like McDowell is going to lose that spot to Reddick, and Reddick will move up one more. Meanwhile, it's going to be Suarez and McDowell. That is a battle for the 9th position. Ty Gibbs looking on. He's in 11th currently. Kyle Busch in 12th. And the 99 will make that spot up. Holy smokes. Harrison Burton 29th, man. Austin Dillon 31st. Man, Austin Dillon has been just bad this year so far. I mean, holy smokes. He wasn't this bad last year. Ooh, Joey Logano made contact twice with Martin Truex. Ooh. I don't think Truex appreciated that very much. Yeah, a little bit of an ugly handling car for Joey Logano thus far today. He's all the way back to 20th, dropped 4 spots already. Meanwhile, Briscoe up 5 spots into the 19th spot. I love that Bass Pro Shops car, man. That's a good-looking car. And then you have the McDonald's car next to it that's just bland and ugly. And I mean, I like the guy that designed the McDonald's car. A lot of his designs are really cool. I just think that one just didn't work. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the gray and red don't mix well to me. Do I think Harrison Burton has a long future? I can't imagine you can have a very long future, at that rate. Kevin Harvick in the 13th spot. I'm not sure where he started, though. All right, how are we all doing in the chats? Oh, I haven't said hello to everybody. Hello, Mahindra Clyde, Florida Denny fan. Elijah. We got NASCAR News 6. We got Nicholas Gray in there. We got, NASCAR News 6 again. So, oh, yes, 14 laps. Actually, 14 is not the worst. This is a decent spot for a commercial. I probably would have gone about 4 or 5 more laps, which is only 2.5 minutes, just because it spreads out even more. But, no, not a bad spot at all. We don't see a huge amount of stuff going on. Call me by name, old Timmy. Old Timmy. Oh, look, I can move this, by the way. Woo. Look, I can move that stuff. That's pretty cool. There's a watermark down. When did I get a new logo? Last night. Put it all together, actually, this morning and finished it off, and now it's ready to go. Put a little watermark on the video. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the the one in there though and make it bigger. But yeah, I can move stuff around a little bit more. So been experimenting and learning the software a little bit. Something I hadn't had a lot of time to do yet. So I have a webcam set up with my GoPro. Figured out how to get that ready to roll. But then I had the downside of I had to look behind me and realize I got no good backdrop, no good lighting in here for the webcam portion of it. So it does work. I have been able to get to work. It just does. I'm not sure if it'll stream or if it'll just be able to record. So we'll figure it out. But once it's all figured out, I'm excited because that means I'll be able to do a lot more. I literally have a GoPro mounted on the back of my TV. That's where we're at. All right, well, we're 17 laps in. We're missing all of the race at the moment, but currently Toyota pace from Denny Hamlin has kind of held on. I'm interested to see. Ryan Blaney up to 6th has been moving forward just a little bit at a time. Ross Chastain back to 8th, so you can see there's a little bit of the comers and goers. The guys that had good qualifying setups but aren't hanging on too good, and they're starting to slide back. I can show you my channel logo. I have a channel logo, but it's kind of stuck, and it doesn't work well with the white, but I can move it around. Problem is I have to leave it in this black section down here, but then there's literally 2 watermarks on top of each other. So I'm going to turn the YouTube watermark off and then leave mine there. So, but yeah, we'll have that there that I can use for stuff. So kind of like to show that off. But yeah, that's the official channel logo now. And then I'm going to make another one for my website, the RA's Diecast, or RAS, but yeah, we'll see. Once I get that all said and done, we'll have a good new banner. All right, we're back from commercial. About dang time. Not really a lot going on that I can tell. I'm noticing a little trend of the Toyota starting to scooch forward just a smidge. But that being said, I think William Byron's got the car to beat right now. He is driving off. Yeah, okay. We're going to talk about the aerodynamic changes. No more power, but they have reduced a little bit more of the downforce, so they're able to get rid of that. My gosh, look at that freaking spoiler on that car. It's huge. All right, interesting. So they're taking these underbody pieces out. Well, let's get rid of some more downforce then. What do you need downforce for? Get rid of it. You know? Let's get out there and slide. You know, you can definitely still call it a small improvement without having to admit that, hey, we should take even more away. Kevin Harvick, he's coming for the 13th spot on Kyle Busch. Put that headset back on. The Xfinity race felt like a so-so race. Or short track. Wait, what? Yeah, short. Wait. Oh, super speedway race. The Xfinity cars got spread out after a little bit. Well, William Byron's still setting the pace out front. Nobody's even touching him lap time-wise. He's got about 2/10 on the whole field. Nobody seems to be able to beat him. Kyle Busch goes by Michael McDowell for the 11th spot. Kevin Harvick now taking a look at Michael. He's taking 11th. Sorry, 12th. Hey, Boost, welcome in. Yeah, the Larry Max car breakdown. I think the breakdown was pretty good as far as just showing kind of what the parts and pieces that are gone now are. So looking at the lap times now, they've only fallen off a second. We'll find out if they can make it on tire. It sounds like there could be an issue potentially on how much tire they have. So it could be a very interesting decision or interesting pit calls that could be made. Meanwhile, Bell gets past Keselowski. That's for the 4th spot. Toyota sure seem to be coming forward. I think they got a little bit better long run speed. That being said, they're still not catching William Byron or Kyle Larson. So Kevin Harvick looking for the 11th spot on Kyle Busch. Here comes Kevin. And his nearest teammate runs outside the top 20. Wow. Stuart Haas is literally just him. Stuart Haas is just Kevin Harvick. All right, so looking down here, 23 seconds back is Austin Dillon. So about 6 more seconds of track time, and he will get lapped. And I mean, he's got to hold them off for another 30 laps before the end of the stage. So he could be in position to potentially lose a lap. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick goes by Kyle Busch, then goes by Ty Gibbs. So Kevin Harvick is now up into the 10th position, top 10 currently. And just going on that, Kevin Harvick has the most top 10 finishes consecutively at Phoenix ever. No one has ever finished in the top 10 more consistently or consecutively than he has. All right, Noah's in 26. Ooh, Austin Cindric falling back. That thing has not been good on the long run. He's starting to fall back quickly. Well, then Noah fell back a spot. So there's Almirola, Briscoe. Still, that's 20s. Like, that's not good. These two are already a lap down. Todd Gilliland is next. Ty Dillon. Austin Dillon is getting beat by Zane Smith. Holy smokes. And I don't think that Zane Smith is like bad or anything. That's just, man, Austin Dillon not performing well at all to start this year. No, I don't need Gatorade hiccups. Those aren't fun. All right, as we're under commercial still, keeping an eye on the lap times, it's still William Byron out front, man. His lap times are still not getting touched. Kevin Harvick is up into the 9th spot, and with the lap times he's running, he's going to catch Ross Chastain pretty quick, too. Like, keep an eye on Kevin. He has a very solid car 30 laps in. Question is it going to be fast enough on fire to, get up to the front? Honestly, they might be like Roush, honestly. They have no veteran leadership, and that is a big deal. .29.0 from Kevin to a 29.2. So, yeah, he should be catching Ross Chastain here in the next little bit. Harvick's going to get a top 5. I wouldn't be surprised at all. He has got a great car thus far. Very, very good timing. Hey, AJ, welcome on in. Man, 3-second lead for William. He is checking out. Really weird. Ryan Blaney up in the 5th spot, but Joey Logano is all the way back in 20th, and Austin Cindric even further back than that. Harvick up 6 today. Reddick also up 6 spots today, so seems to be some pretty good cars there. Chase Briscoe came up into the top 20 for a little bit and then faded after that. He's back to 21st. Noah Gragson 27th. Still a rough day for him. Got to get faster. So 23 laps to go. The pace has officially fallen off to just over a second, a little over like 1.3 seconds. So there is some fall off for sure. All right, so Tyler Reddick up 6 spots thus far. Meanwhile, cars a lap down. Austin Dillon is next on the lapping block. He's the next car to go a lap down. Man, Austin Dillon, I can't even stress how bad this has been for him so far. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but William has caught some lap traffic, and that's allowed Kyle Larson to close that gap down by about half a second. Yeah, 6-second lead for Byron over Hamlin, but it's down to 2.5 over Kyle Larson. Harvick is closed in on Ross Chastain, so he's going to be looking for that spot here in the next couple of laps. Alrighty, so Kevin Harvick, we're looking at his battle with Ross Chastain at the moment. Quick shout out to a couple of good runs. Michael McDowell still running in the top 12, in the 12th position. So good, solid run for him. Guys that we're a little concerned about as we look towards the back, like I said, Austin Dillon, he is already a lap down now. Harrison Burton back there, Zane Smith 29th, not really a surprise. But Austin Cindric 26th on the day. Chase Briscoe 22nd. Josh Berry in 21st. Great job for a fill-in role. And it looks like he's starting to get the hang of it, starting to make his way back a little, get some of that track position back. But, yeah, it's surprising some of these guys that have really struggled. $16 to go in the stage. And there's Corey LaJoie, almost losing a lap. He will probably lose the lap here in this next set of corners. But that explains a little bit how Kyle Larson's closed that gap. There's a lot of lap cars in between them now. So Oh, man. 10 car going to take the spot. I'm not even sure who we're riding with. Is that Zane Smith? I think it might be Zane. Not sure. Who's 10 running around? Oh, Stenhouse? Or Barry? No, that's got to be Stenhouse. Oh, Josh Berry taking a run. He's going to go past Joey Logano by the looks of it. Logano's got a pretty good run off. Joey Logano's running. Is he outside the top 20 right now? No, Josh Berry took 20th. Okay. So Josh Berry showing a little bit of late run speed. Kind of impressive to see. Root on that Napa 9. Actually, it's Kelly Blue Book this week. God, I can't wait for Elliott to come back, though. It's not fun to not have your guy to watch, you know? Yeah, Harvick's pretty much had to carry those teams. Now, let's be fair. Back in 2014, he wasn't having to carry it quite as hard. Kurt was still pretty darn good at that time. Tony was running, and I think that was only a 3-car team in 2014. I think, right? 20. Let's see. Oh, Danica. Yeah, Danica wasn't any help, but Kurt and Tony were pretty good knowledge-wise. Yeah, now that lead of Byron's is starting to stretch back out a little bit. Putting Zane Smith a lap down. 11 laps to go. Next car in front of him is Justin Haley. I hear you, Mr. Kitty Cat over there. That's the other kitty. What are you doing, kitty? All right, so Jones going to take the spot from Gibbs. That's for 14th, so Gibbs will sort of drop back as the long runs continued. And you can see right here, this is what we like to see. 29.4, 29.3 is what the leaders are running. Back in the pack, 29.5, 29.8. So Gibbs is struggling. 29.8s are, pretty significantly off. 29.5, 29.7, 29.5. So starting to see a little bit more of that gap. Obviously, we're not there yet. We still need more fall off and more varieties in the tire speeds, but it would be great. The bigger gap you get on that, the better the racing tends to get. Ooh, Stenhouse just hit the wall. Yeah, Stenhouse just hit the wall. So right now, Mike Joy and Clint Boyer were talking about B.J. McLeod being stuck on the outside, not being able to get down to pit road. They're talking about it, and they're like, okay, they're going to clear him down, but they never showed him on camera. They just, like, this is what I talk about when I say Fox is missing things. B.J. McLeod, obviously, it may not be a huge relevant story point or anything like that. However, it is important when they're talking about BJ for us to see BJ McLeod, Just broadcasting. Oh, yeah, there's the slide. Stenhouse was in the wall. That's what I thought. They were showing his onboard, and I'm like, wait, hold on. He's hitting the wall. All right, so William Byron currently putting Noah Gragson a lap down. I'm really hoping Noah can hold him up a little bit to hold that, not to necessarily stay on the lead lap, but to give him a shot at the free pass. Oh, Harvick, Chastain, Keselowski, all in a 3-car battle right now. Here goes Chastain to the bottom. He's looking underneath Keselowski. Harvick coming right up the middle. Harvick's going to hold that run. He's going to have a shot at him. Joey Logano trying to put up a fight now. Stay on the lead lap with 4 to go. Three to go, and it's going to be up to William Byron to find a way to catch one more car. That would trap him a lap down. The next car on that list is, I believe, Ryan Preece. Is that Ryan Preece? It is. So if Byron is able to get to Ryan Preece, that will put Joey a lap down. Although the thing is, Joey's got to hold off Ricky Stenhouse now. So 2 to go in the stage. Ooh, this is interesting. The Lucky Dog battle's about to get really, really good. Boy, Joey is struggling. Coming around, one more lap in the stage. Oh, Joey's going to get to stay on the lead lap. Man, are you kidding me? Yep, not going to get there. So William Byron got caught in lap traffic, could not get any closer. And Stenhouse actually ended up losing a spot to Gregson. Man, why do people run Joey so nicely? I never understand it. Everyone just is so nice to Joey. He wrecks people, and then they just repay the favor by just being nice and gentle around him. Like, what the heck? Dude, I don't get that, man. It drives me nuts. Imagine that. Like, usually it's, hey, you get raced the way you race other people. So if Joey's had any time where he's messed up Stenhouse and stuff, now's the chance you take that back. And it's like, nah, we'll be nice. Oh, this commercial is terrible. Yes, this John Travolta thing needs to go away. Well, Joey Logano's going to get back on the lead lap. That's your lap down group there. So Ryan Preece is able to hold on the lead lap. Meanwhile, kind of a dull race thus far, honestly. There's not much going on. They strung out, and they got stuck strung out. I mean, Harvick got to Chastain with 30 laps to go in that stage and could not pass. Just got stuck there for 30 laps. Just dull, man. William Byron, by the way, has scored maximum points, winning both stages and the race, and then winning another stage. So William Byron has literally scored 20 stage points, 40 race points, another 10. So he's gotten like 70 points just out of the last couple of races. How he's not the current leader in the point standings has to be all based on Fontana and Daytona. Because, yeah, he has absolutely done fantastic stage points-wise from Vegas to Phoenix. Also, guys, just wanted to let you know we're going to go through the site and clean out pre-orders today. So if there are any more pre-orders you are looking to get from the pre-March release date, a lot of them are going to get removed for the pre-order list just because I can't bring them all in. So if you want any, today's the last day. Once the end of today comes through, or I guess the end of the race here, I'm going to pull all the pre-orders down. Not the race wins, it's just the other ones. So if you were looking to get something like Chase Elliott's Kelly Blue Book car or his, Lumar car, something like that, those are coming down. So, if you're looking for it, that's the, if you're looking for that kind of a car, that's what's coming down. So you'll need to get that by the end of the race. You can still get it through messaging me. I know Clyde's done that. Florida Denny fans done that. But yeah, if you ever need a car that or want a car that I don't have on the site, you just message me and I try to find it. If I can't, I'll let you know. But yeah, at the end of the race, that's we're taking those down. So just letting you know that now, so you got a little bit more time in case you want to go for it. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to go to our endings of the stage pit stops. Stage point scores, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch in the top 10. Good rally at the end of the stage. Chris Buescher up to 11th, so good cars for the RFK group. All right, here they come. They're all on pit road. It's time for our first cycle of green flag pit stops. All right, 4 tires and fuel. Let's see who comes out first. Coming around the exit of pit road, it's going to be Byron. It's going to be Hamlin. Well, wait, no, I got to see where Larson's at. I forgot. This has got a long, long curve now at the end of pit road. There we go. Larson does get it, so it's going to be Larson, Byron, Bell, Hamlin, and Kyle Busch up 5 spots. What a stop for the 8 guys. Other guys gaining spots on pit road. Everyone goes up 1. Blaney lost 3. And Brad Keselowski not Brad, who is it? Who's in 10th before? Somebody else lost it. So I can't tell who fell out of the top 10. I want to say Reddick. Yeah, Reddick had a bad stop. He fell to 13th. He was in 6th. So 6 lost spots for Reddick. I'm not sure what the issue on pit road they had, but there was some type of an issue to lose that many spots. Because, yeah, you don't want to lose 6 spots on pit road. That's not a good day. Alrighty. We're under commercial again. I'm going to insert an ad here just because I can. Also, for you guys, the premium, you'll be all good. Bro, Clyde. Nah, man. Nah. Yeah, this whole race is a little dull there, Diehard. Kind of just it's a classic Phoenix race. It's not a great racetrack. It never has been. But, you know, it's so-so. They just need a little bit more. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. What is going on in the chat? I would agree. The chat might actually be more entertaining than the race. It might be the only saving grace at this point. Because, my goodness, this race has been dull. Part of the problem is, though, too, like I said, we haven't had any strategy yet for a reason. Because they got rid of that strategy aspect. So, kind of waiting on that. All right, here comes the choose rule, trying to see where people are at. Byron's going to go to the outside, Larson to the inside. Then it's going to be Bell inside, Hamlin outside, Busch inside, Chastain outside, Harvick inside, Keselowski outside. All right, so getting ready to start stage number 2. They will have to pit sometime in this stage. They can only go about 90 laps, so they will have at least one pit stop. So we'll see when they decide to do that. If they split it in half, it would be somewhere around lap 55 within the stage. Oh, Tyler Reddick's crew had a wheel nut fall off. I mean, caught it while it was on pit road, so that's a good thing, but... Meanwhile, as we watch, that bottom lane gains a ton of ground going through, but William Byron on the high side stayed with him pretty well. Larson got a pretty good exit, though, and he's going to get there, maybe. Only a maybe. So Larson on the bottom, still searching to try and get that clean air. He's going to try and pull all the way to the apron, see if he can gain himself that spot. He was able to get there. Byron tries to do the crossover. Is he going to be able to get there? Does not look like it. So Larson to the lead. He is clear. Now Chastain looking on Bell for 4th. Dives it off into the corner. Now he's right behind Denny Hamlin in dirty air. And Bell's going to be able to get his spot back on the high side. Well, maybe, maybe not. A little side draft going now. Hey, Nicholas Gray with a 5-dot. Boring as this race is, still going to be our season championship race. Bring back to Homestead. Just get rid of the whole idea of one-race championships. It's a silly, silly thing to do. That being said, Kevin Harvick up into the 7th spot. But I think, thanks again there, Nicholas. Super chats are always appreciated. He's the top viewer of the day, Nicholas Gray. All right, so as we're watching the race unfold here for the 4th and 5th spot, that is Chastain and Bell battling back and forth. Meanwhile, we are watching also Kyle Busch's onboard. He is running in the 8th position. Chastain still not going to let Bell go. Still battling for the 4th spot. Better be careful because Keselowski could be coming. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Keselowski's now on the outside of Chastain. Oh, man, Chastain, he battled so hard, and now, just like that, he's going to lose a spot to Brad. Good exit, though. He's going to run. Now he's just going to race side by side with Brad. Hey, saving for a diecast is always a good option, too. I will have a special spring cleaning eBay sale coming soon. So for those of you looking for some 164s and some 124s as well, we're going to have some of those on the eBay page. Corey LaJoie is currently the first car, 1 lap down. Just kind of seeing where that's at. Oh, I actually don't want that. I want this much. Yes, we will have an eBay sale. All right, side-by-side battle, Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney. That is for the 9th spot. Reddick is all the way up to 8th, though. Good rebound. No. No, don't watch the chat. Don't read the chat. No. Don't do it! Don't poison your eyes! My eyes! Bruh. Yeah, if Blaney wasn't always having to work forward, that's a very Casey Kane-esque thing, though. Lose a bunch of spots on pit road / restarts and then have to gain them back throughout the long run. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Blaney to Kane is a great comparison. I don't know why everyone was all complaining and offended. I thought it was actually a very accurate depiction. All right, we're still in a commercial. Things are running green, but there's really not much to see at this point. Reddick has moved forward. Kyle Busch fallen to 11th, so Kyle's car has not done very well today. But that being said, it's not surprising because, like I said, Austin Dillon is currently running 27th on the day, so it doesn't seem like either of the Childress cars are running all that well to speak of. Barry in 11th, Gibbs in 18th. Briscoe back up to 17th, so Briscoe good rebound. Bowman up to 12th. So some of those guys are slowly building towards the end of the race. Bowman's been slowly moving forward. Buescher as well. So those are guys that, by the end of the race, could be showing themselves up here. No, there's nothing to see in the chat. Nothing. Like I said, the chat is going insane. This is on NASCAR, though. If NASCAR provided better racing, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay? If they had more horsepower and were slipping and sliding all over, we'd be so interested in the race. None of this would have happened. How do you not blame NASCAR? I mean, really, it's 100% on them. .84 laps down. Nothing really changing up at the front. Tyler Reddick in 8th. Still trying to make a small rebound. Not much to see. Busch and Buescher are still battling. Looks like Busch has retaken the 10th spot as they currently run. All right, let's go. Are we going to get any new info? There's not much going on. This race is pretty dull. Pretty dull, I'm not going to lie. Truex and Ty Gibbs currently battling for the 18th spot because that's the only battle on the freaking racetrack. That's why we're watching it. I can't even blame them at this point. Tyler Reddick back into the top 10. All right, Kyle Larson. They're just talking about his current lead. He's currently got a second lead on William Byron, but he's starting to be able to maintain it. So it might be something where clean air is what gives you the better tires longer and longer you run. Oh, there you go. Kevin Harvick. We just watched him slide Tyler Reddick. A mystery caution. You know, here's the thing, guys. As much as a mystery caution would be fine, we're about 30-ish laps from green flag pit stops. So at least we'll have some strategy coming soon. I just wish there was a little bit more strategy to be going from. But it is what it is. All right. 125 laps in the stage. They can go 60 and 60. You could theoretically also go 40, 40, and 40. If they have enough tires, I'm not sure. 29-1. So they're over a second off the pace. I definitely think I would be willing to take that gamble. Kyle Larson, by the way, has not pulled away from William Byron. Byron's down to half a second. So Byron's starting to close in. Ooh, Kevin Harvick right on the back of Brad Keselowski. He's looking for that 6th spot. Oh, yeah. They're thinking that Keselowski might have been waving Harvick by. Does not look like it. Because if he's waving him by, he's not doing a very good job of it. Yeah, that's not a wave by. Hoping for a big crash in the restart zone? That's just a bad look for all NASCAR fans. I'd rather see good racing than big crashes. Now, that being said, this is not good racing thus far, so it's not like I can sit here and say that what we're watching is perfect. Oh, we're under another commercial, unfortunately, so we're going to do another ad roll because I have nothing else to say. This is a dull race. More ally commercials. Woo! Meanwhile, the Byron Larson battle has started to heat up. They're 4 seconds ahead of Bell, who got around Hamlin, so one position swap over there. Other than that, Kyle Busch has moved back up to 8th, so it seems like the long run, that Childress car seems to get a little bit better over the course of a longer haul. Meanwhile, Keselowski has yielded the spot to Kevin Harvick, who's up to 6th. Chastain, after that good stop, has kind of held his ground up in 5th. Yeah, not a lot else going on. Let me look down here. Austin Cindric currently is running in the free pass position. And now we got guys starting to go 2 laps down, so we do have some of that starting to kick up. About 20 more laps, and we should see some green flag pit stops. Car in the stands. Oh boy. Our demands are getting a little steep here, guys. We need cars in the stands. We need backflips. What else do we need? This is getting a little nuts. Getting a little wild up in this joint. All right, as they currently run, still half a second lead, but looks like Bell might be starting to eat into that a little bit. We may have a Christopher Bell sighting as this race continues. Yeah, Christopher Bell's lap time is what I was watching. He's matching the leader at the moment, so the lap traffic should allow him to close that gap down just a little bit. All right, about 15 more laps, and we'll start seeing some strategy. Let's go. AJ, I actually don't follow anyone on Instagram, and I'll be completely honest, it's literally because I don't use it. I don't browse Instagram. I have one. I post to it very rarely. But yeah, the main reason I don't follow anyone on Instagram is literally because I'm never on it. So it'd be like saying I should add someone on Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat, so therefore that would be why I don't add anyone, because I just don't use the thing. So same thing with Instagram. My main one is definitely more of a Facebook user, Facebook chat, marketplace, that kind of thing, because you can get diecast there. I've never bought a diecast off of Instagram. Kyle Busch gone by Ryan Blaney, or is battling Ryan Blaney. That's for the 8th spot. Kevin Harvick into the top 5. He has found his way up there. Kevin Harvick into the top 5. Keep an eye out for him. He's going to improve on that car all day long till he finds his way to the front. High Banks at Atlanta tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. 3 Eastern. Oh my word. Man, that's a late start time. Come on. I don't like starting races late. I want to get the race done earlier in the day so I can do stuff that evening. It's a bummer. All right, so 48 laps down in the stage. Like I said, we got to get to about lap 60 of the stage before we'll start to see some pit stops. So another 10 laps or so, and we're going to commercial. Oh, de joy. All right, well, another lovely commercial while nothing happens. We just have to watch the timing and scoring. Hope that we see something. Josh Berry back in 23rd position. Oof. AJ Allmendinger, 24th. Last car on the lead lap at the moment. Yeah, if I'm Noah Gragson, I think I would... I think I run the stage as long as I can. Hope for a tire failure. Run the stage out as long as possible. Then pit, 30 laps. Do you stay out? I don't know. Thoughts on the short track package? Honestly, I think it's a good change. I think they're close. I just think they got to go a little further. And at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is they have got to add some power to these cars. You have to have power. There's just too much tire. You know, when you go back to the gas, you need to have to manage your wheel spin. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a long season for Noah if this is how they're going to run. They got to get a little bit better. I do wish he'd still run some Xfinity races. I'm not really sure why these guys get to Cup and then they just stop racing Xfinity altogether. Eric Jones is another example of that. Man, it feels like if he had been running Xfinity as much as possible for the first few years, it may have helped him adjust to Cup a little bit. More power is also a good thing, 100%. All right, we're back from commercial just in time. We're going to start doing some green flag pit stops. So, just in time. Keep an eye out, though. Kevin Harvick's fastest car on the track right now. .900 horsepower? Yes, please. All right, 56 of 125. So the pit stops should be coming here in the near future. We're still waiting on them to get rolling. But first one to jump is going to be the one that gets the tire advantage. Still keeping an eye on it as they run. Tyler Reddick has fallen back to 10th. Not back to 9th, but Denny Hamlin from 4th is going to jump into the pits, and this is probably going to get things going. Great call for Hamlin. I don't see any problem with this call. you're gambling on the chance to potentially jump a little bit of track position. It's a good call. I think that's a good gamble to take. Kyle Larson is in. Kyle Larson is in. 24 as well. I mean, if you're a car like Noah, I don't see any reason not to stay out as long as possible. Gamble with it, man. Bare minimum, you're gonna get your lap back, but in the best case situation, or not, it's a bare minimum. Bare minimum is you stay one lap down. Worst case scenario, you end up, on the lead lap or better. So. Four tires and fuel on, and the 5 will pull out of pit road. And he's going to beat William Byron off. Oh, man, look at all these cars on pit road. Well, another bad pit stop for the 20 at Phoenix. Man, pit stops have been a killer for that team the last couple times here. So Keselowski is currently staying out. I love the idea of somebody staying out and running long because you'll have the whole field a lap down. I mean, it seems like a great gamble, honestly. Nope, Keselowski, everyone pitted. That's everybody. Wow. There's your strategy, everybody. This is why I hate stage racing. Everybody pitted in a 4-lap window, and then there you go. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's all the stops. Looks like Austin Dillon has stayed out. Harrison Burton has stayed out, and that's it. Everyone else pitted. So, there's your strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Have a nice night. Trying to see, where is Noah? Yep, he pitted on lap 119, so yep. Like I said, I don't know. No strategy at all. I would at least run it as long as possible and just hope for a caution. I mean, you still could go another 30 laps. Yeah, you may not get a caution and you'll end up having to pay for it a little bit. But, I mean, I feel like there's a certain amount of that gamble that's worth it. Yeah, nobody gambles. I mean, nobody. Not a single car gambled for track position. It's crazy to me. If you're Austin Dillon, he's the one that's taking the biggest gamble right now, and I love it. He got nothing to lose. He's 2 laps down. Now he's not. He's just on the lead lap. But, I mean, he's basically gambling, saying, hey, if a caution comes out in the next, 6, 7 laps, I'm back on the lead lap. I was the last car a lap down. I wasn't even doing well there. I mean, I don't know, man. I almost hope there's a caution just to show that the gamble works. It's worth taking that chance. All right, as they run on the racetrack, man, 0.3 of a second. Byron beat Larson last time by. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell fell all the way to 8th. I mean, what a bad stop, losing 5 spots under green flag conditions. That's 10 seconds of track time. Austin Dillon is about to lose his lap, probably on the next lap. But, again, lovely gamble. He gave himself a shot to get his lap back. I mean, how can you blame him? Go for it, man. Not just that, he'll be the first car lap down for probably another 4 or 5 laps after that. And we're under another freaking commercial. And just like that, Kyle Larson has now officially passed Austin Dillon to put him a lap down. Okay, Fox, that was just a frozen image. That seems silly. Any Hoosiers. We have a lot of pit stop penalties that didn't seem to get talked about besides just a quick recap. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, 54 laps to go in the stage. Everyone pitted at the same time, so there actually was no pit strategy, which I will say kind of a bummer because now we really don't have much to watch, unfortunately. So not ideal, that's for sure. Not ideal at all. Shout out to the SHR guys. As much as I was giving them crap earlier, they have all kept their noses clean and rebounded. They're all inside the top 20 now. Briscoe 13th, Almirola 16th, and Priest 17th. But, just by simply taking care of their car and not crashing it and causing themselves problems, they're all in the top 20 now. All right, Gibbs has now taken the free pass position from Austin Dillon. I still like Austin Dillon's chances. Just run it out as long as you can. Now, if you look at the current running position, they're 74 laps into the stage, pitted at about lap 6 of the stage. You can go somewhere around 90 laps, so I would say probably around 100 when you count caution laps and potential fuel savings. But if you can go another 25 laps and make your pit stop, then you have a chance you could stay out, take a wave around on the stage. You can still run 70 laps into that stage before you need to pit. So you just will have a little bit of an off-sequence stop, but you have a chance of gaining an entire lap back. Clyde, I don't want to take away your moderator. No naughties. No naughties. No, no, no. I will take away your moderator. Chris Buescher has cracked the top 10 into the 9th position. Good run for Chris Buescher, just keeping his nose clean and slowly working his way forward. Brad Keselowski in 7th. RFK really came to the track with some speed this year. Great job on those guys. And Fox has no idea. They're not paying attention. Oh, a caution just came out. Are you kidding me? There's a caution for something. What's our caution for? And my stupid headset just died. What is our caution for? This is important. Austin Dillon's gamble almost paid off. All he would have had to do is stay out a little longer. What is the caution for? Oh, we got a rim. A broken rim. That's not a wheel issue. That's a broken rim. A wheel broke. That is not a team issue. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that is not an issue there. Well, we have a little something happen for guys like Austin Dillon. He's now, I believe, 2 laps down. He can take the wave around here, though, because he just pitted. So he can go back down to 1 lap down, and he's going to gain 5 spots because he did strategy. Strategy. One more time. Say it with me, everybody. Strategy. Drives me nuts, these guys that don't try strategy and they just follow the leader every single time. Like, do something. All right, well, I'm very curious about this issue with the 10 car because that's a wheel breaking. And if a wheel breaks, then that's not a very strong wheel. That's a problem, and that is concerning to me. Yeah, the 10 car needs to bring home a little more bacon this time by, but like I said, I'm curious because I'm telling you, a car having that issue that far into a run, that's not a loose wheel. Loose wheels come off a lot faster than that. That, to me, is even scarier because that tells me these wheels can break and just simply fall off. That should not be a penalty because that wheel did not come off. It broke. If you're breaking wheels... So, yeah, there should not be penalties for... or suspension penalty. All right, lead lap cars are coming. They just pitted 20 laps ago. I don't know. Is this the time to take a little bit of a 2-tire gamble at it? Especially if you're Josh Berry in the back? I don't know. I'm always looking for strategy plays. 43 laps to go. If you're a lap down, do you wave around? I think you have to. Unless you're going to try and get the lucky dog, but you have to be one of the 1 lap down guys. Yeah, if you're Noah, you got to take wave around here. Got to wave around it. Who came out third? Oh, it is Hamlin. That looks like a Chevy. I'm very curious to find out about this 10 car, though. That is a wheel breaking. That is not good that a wheel can break and fall off the car. We've never, ever seen that happen before. We've seen it break a hub off, but break the wheel? I don't know. I can't tell. Did Noah stay out? Hasn't said. Yeah, think about it this way, guys. Phoenix has 2 dates. Iowa doesn't even have 1. Think about that. Iowa's 10 times the track. Doesn't even have 1 date. Phoenix has 2. Give me that logic. All right, let's go back up to the lead. All right, any big movers or shakers in here? Nothing too crazy. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. All right, so I'm looking to see. I don't see if he stayed out or not. Trying to see. McDowell, Bush, and Eric Jones took waiver rounds. Looks like Noah did not take the waiver round. Or maybe he did. Yeah, I think he did. He's 1 lap down. That's okay. Wheels braking is normal now. Don't worry about the chance of it flying up. Oh, no, 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 no. NASCAR is penalizing Eric Almirola for a wheel coming off? No! That is not okay. The wheel failed and broke. The wheel... Oh, my goodness. That's a freaking part. That's a faulty freaking wheel, and you're penalizing him for a wheel that they can't even build. You force them to buy these crappy-ass parts, courtesy of Kevin Harvick. That's wrong. That is a terrible penalty. You're going to force them to buy parts that break, and then you're going to penalize them when they break? Give me... Oh, my gosh. That's a garbage penalty. The crew didn't do anything wrong. The wheel just flat out broke because it's a piece of crap. That's your logic for sending it? Come on. That's absolutely terrible. The 5 and the 24 out front. They're going to be battling, but Kevin Harvick on the outside of Denny Hamlin. He's looking for 3rd. Here comes Kevin. Oh, man, this Chastain and Bell battle is really good. Tight. Oh, that got tight. And Chastain had to lift. He's going to lose another spot. Bell will clear. So Bell is clear up, and Chastain will end up losing that spot. I was curious because it looked like there was a big run coming from behind that could have eventually made that even harder on him. Oh, wow. Logano with a big slide. Josh Berry up to 14th. Good job in the 9. Slowly getting that car better throughout the day. Bubba Wallace up to 11th. Suarez 12th. Berry now looking for 13th on Chase Briscoe. Tyler Reddick now taking a look at Ross Chastain. That's for the 7th spot. Keselowski now looking at Hamlin. That's for the 4th spot. No idea where the 12 is. Do I know? He's in 9th. Ryan Blaney is in 9th. Oh, sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know to scroll this back to the top where it belongs. My bad. I got distracted with the actual race on the race on the track got good, and I forgot to look back at the score. Oh, 3 wide battle coming through 3 and 4. Woo, that's tight. Chase Briscoe will clear. Yes, we're all back up. We're back where we needed to be. Yeah. Clint talking about Kevin up in 3rd. He has a good long run car, too. .32 laps to go in the stage. Things have kind of calmed down up front. Gonna look and see, where did Almirola end up at? He was on the lead lap at the time of the broken wheel, and he's 5 laps down. Wow, they gave him a massive penalty for that. What a joke. What a joke. I can't believe that. That's NASCAR making a crappy call. Trying to read through here. Yeah, so nobody seems to understand what the penalty was for. NASCAR had originally announced they weren't going to penalize him because it wasn't due to an improper installation. They said, well, if you didn't install it improperly, it just simply broke. That's not really your fault, and they weren't going to penalize him. And then they came back and decided to say, no, you know what, we are going to penalize that. We're not happy about that. Ooh, contact between Suarez and Buescher. Buescher did not give him enough room. They must not have told him he was 3 wide, or if they did, he didn't listen. Briscoe and Buescher have been battling hard for that 12th spot. So much that they both went around Suarez. Yeah, Buescher just did not give him space. Hopefully we don't have a tire issue there. That was a decent amount of contact there. Don't look now, but Kevin Harvick staying right there with those 2 leaders. They're ditching everybody else, but not Kevin. .28 to go on the stage. Kyle Larson trying to run away from William Byron. Get himself some stage points there. A little bit of beating and banging. Yeah, the racing got pretty good all of a sudden. All right, Noah, come on. Put a good... he's not going to be able to catch Dylan. Dylan's got a lot newer tires. But hoping he can get himself a lap back somehow. Trying to see, that's Blaney going by Chastain for the 8th position now. Trying to read through, yeah, no one can seem to give me a clear explanation on the rule as to why they penalized him for a wheel getting broken. I don't know. It was not due to improper installation. At no point do I see anything anywhere close to that, so very odd. Yeah, nothing. I keep looking, but I got nothing. Nobody can show me anything as to why that happened. So I guess we're just going to have to accept NASCAR's explanation that we're going to penalize people for broken parts. And that's it. Yeah, that's where you're going to have to leave it. 29.4 to a 29.2. Yeah, he's not going to catch Dylan. So Dylan's going to get the lap back. Good call on Austin Dillon, though. That's why you run long and pull some pit strategy. Didn't get him the lap back on the caution, but by running a little bit longer, he has fresher tires for this little stint, and he's probably going to get the lucky dog on this next caution. So you got to do something different. You can't always just run in the tire tracks of everyone in front of you, or you're not going to go any faster. And, man, I'm telling you, look at it. I mean, Austin Dillon's going to get the lucky dog here in about 20 laps, be back on the lead lap, and that was all from a pit call. Like, great job on that 3 group. Die Hard, yeah, you could. I mean, that's the only argument, but it was tight. That's the problem. It ran 30 laps. Like, if you run 30 laps and the wheel breaks in half, I don't think that's the issue. That, you know, it was still tight. Yeah, no, I agree, AJ. It was a garbage officiating call there to assess a penalty on a guy that had a broken wheel. Like, it's not like he chose to break the wheel. He didn't design this stupid thing. NASCAR did. They wanted it to look pretty. They didn't care about safety. They didn't care about structure. They didn't care about how strong it was. All they said was it needed to look pretty. And it functionally has been a disaster. Well, that's the problem, though. It's not that it was over-tightened either. It was an issue of the wheel broke because a tire went flat. So tire goes flat and then rips the bead off because it's weak. It's a weak rim. It's an 18-inch aluminum rim that only generally runs on light cars like Indy cars because they're light. They don't have to handle the load of a stock car. And yeah, I don't know. That was I do not like that call at all. I think that's a big problem. Let's bring this package to all the tracks. You know, that's a good question. Why don't we bring this package to all the tracks? Somebody got any good explanation to why we shouldn't just bring this everywhere? Kevin Harvick has now cut that lead down to under 2 seconds. I'm telling you guys, Kevin Harvick is going to be a force in this race. He's got the best lap times right now of the front three. He's getting closer and closer to William Byron's back bumper, and before long, he's going to be there. 13 laps, he may not be able to get there by the end of the stage, but in the next stage, if we get a good long run and he gets to start up front, keep an eye out. Kevin Harvick is coming. All right, into the lap traffic they go. The good news is, with only 11 laps to go, I believe Noah should stay 1 lap down. So he was, I believe, 2 laps down at one point. Got one of those back with the wave around and is going to stay 1 lap down by the end of this stage. So good job on his part to hold that position. These guys says 2 laps, but it's only 1. Stenhouse and him are battling. I'm trying to see who's our first guy actually 2 laps down. Alex Bowman just had a small issue. Oh, yeah, I guess they're all a lap down. So, yeah, they should be good. Should be good. 10 more laps in the stage here. And they should be able to hold that spot on the lead lap, or only 1 lap down. That'll allow them to have a shot to get a lucky dog. Ooh, look at that wiggle from Alex Bowman. That is a 4-wheel slide up out of that corner. Great save for Alex Bowman. Holy smokes. That was a heck of a drift. I'm guessing that's not what he wanted to do. Shout out, by the way, Chase Briscoe has cracked the top 10 all day long. They have just slowly been putting that car, making it better and better. And good grief, 178 laps in, and he found himself in the top 10. What a great job. Tyler Reddick has cracked the top 5, another guy to keep an eye on. He's been moving forward all day. Had a couple different points that have really, messed up his. I'm distracted. They blurred the stupid TV with his dumb pixelated crap, and you can't see. Just get this camera off. That's annoying. Ugh. Not sure what they're doing. Seven laps to go in the stage. Doesn't look like Harvick's going to get to either of those front 2. Truex running back in 17th is a little surprising to me. I thought he was running better today. With the speed they've had thus far this year. I love that Bass Pro Shop scheme, but he's done a pretty good job just keeping the nose clean. Truex is very good at that, but man, I'm a little surprised 17th does not seem good enough for what Truex is capable of. Five laps to go in the stage. All right. Looks like they're going to get Ty Dillon another lap down. Who else is that? Harrison Burton. Ugh, another struggling day. Four to go in the second stage. Doesn't look like anything's really battling for position at this point. And the score broke, so they had to take it away. Great. So we lost our score for a little bit. Just keeping an eye on some lap times, just seeing where things are at. 3 laps to go. Like I said, no real battles for position at this point. Bell and Hamlin would be a close one, but I don't know if it's close enough. Where'd Bowman go? Hold on. What happened to Bowman? Guys, Bowman had to pit. Where's Bowman? Where the heck did Bowman go? I don't see him. He's back to 19th. What the heck happened? Is it score broken? Yeah, no, Bowman. Something's up with Bowman. Oh my gosh, Fox. Well, guys, Alex Bowman had an issue by chance? Something? No, he's back to 12th. The score's broken. Okay, cool. So he didn't pit. He's still running 12th. He literally fell off the scoreboard and then came back. So the good news is he is going to finish 12th. But I don't know what the heck happened to the score. I got worried. I thought with that slide he may have popped a tire or something weird like that. But Kyle Larson's going to win stage 2. Byron, Harvick, Keselowski, Reddick, Hamlin, Bell, Blaney, Chastain, and Briscoe in the top 10. Look at the standings. Look at the live standings. That's kind of wild. All right, guys. We've hit commercial. We're going to be coming back for the stage ending or whatever, stage break, whatever you call it, stage break pit stops. Yeah, Dylan got the lucky dog. Damn. Oh, well. We'll get there, Noah. So, yes, we'll be back with the pit stops, and I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Sorry, guys, I had muted the mic and forgot to turn it back on quick. Let's see here. I gotta see if I can undo something. How do I... No, I don't want to do that, so... Gotta get... what do we do here? Race off pit road, Larson. Is it Harvick? It is. It's Larson, Harvick, Byron, Keselowski. Hamlin drops a couple spots, but the top 10 stays were mostly the same. Let me go back up here. Oh, man, I can't get Universe reinstalled here. I don't know if I can get that fixed. Trying to get it figured out here, guys. Sorry about that. I had a little mix-up here. So I had to do a little bit. All right, so as we were taking a look here quick, Austin Dillon did get the free pass. He is going to be back on the lead lap. And then, looks like Cindric got by Noah on the cycle of pit stops. Oh, man. I wish there was a way for him to get that lap back a little bit better. No, he did not threaten AJ Clyde. Come on. Let's be honest here. He was just being a little weird. I'm not saying that he wasn't being weird. He was 100% being weird. But when your quote unquote threat to someone is you're going to smell their feet, that's not a real threat. I mean, that's kind of, you can tell that that's a joke. So yeah, that's why you're going to be able to get it back. It's just that you've done this to the guy at least twice now, where you timed out just him, and the last time it was completely unjustified. This one is, sure, you could say a misunderstanding, but the last time wasn't a misunderstanding at all. So like I said, you can't keep doing it to the same guy. So yes, like I said, it was, anyway, we got it dealt with. We're going to keep going. Clyde, come on. Do you want me to type out the chat? I'll do it. First, no, I mean, good grief. His quote unquote threat was to smell someone's foot. I'm pretty sure I've had A-Shock say he was going to come steal my Kansas win out of my house. Like, don't get me wrong. That's not something I take seriously. It's pretty clear that was a joke. The feet part was definitely, I mean, breaking into someone's house and smelling their feet means that the whole thing's probably a joke. I mean, if you can't, it is through written word, so I get that there. But yeah, that's not something you need to try and pull somebody from the chat for. So, like I said, I'm not like I'm going to take it away forever, but you've timed him out twice now in the last 2 streams. And the first one was completely, you admitted it was a mistake, but I can't have guys getting pulled out of the chat for that. So, anyway, that's it. We'll just go through. We'll keep going and go to our next chats or our next stream, and then things will change. They're at the choose rule, so we're going to see who goes where. But, of course, they didn't show us the choose rule until mid-pack, so we don't know where the guys up front are picking. That drives me nuts. Like, what are you doing, guys? Come on. NASCAR on Fox didn't flip back, so we couldn't see who starts where. So, okay, Larson's on the bottom. Harvick is up top. Yeah, no, like I said, guys, if you guys want to joke around in the chat, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, if you guys are joking and someone else jokes with you and you put them in timeout for a similar joke, I'm not going to, I got to give them some room here. All right, here we come to the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Ooh, Chastain made it real tight there. Oh, Chastain's about to go wreck somebody. No, maybe not. Big wash up the hill for Chastain. He got somebody into Chastain there. What happened there, Chastain? Ooh, contact into Buescher. Buescher goes up the track. Berry underneath. And now it's Berry, Buescher, and Chastain 3 wide. Holy smokes, we got some good racing back there. Meanwhile, out front, Larson, Kevin Harvick, and William Byron's fallen as deep as he's been all day. Third. My goodness, Phoenix is getting wild back here in the pack. Ooh, little contact there between Berry and Buescher. Guessing Buescher not overly thrilled with a little bit of contact from that restart. Meanwhile, up front, top 5, Larson, Harvick, Byron, Keselowski, and Bell. Meanwhile, back in the pack, still 3 wide for 12th. Josh Berry still hanging around. He's in 14th at the moment. Chastain has fallen to 11th after that big slide on the restart. I'm not sure what happened to Switch. That's a Las Vegas-based company, so I'm not sure if it was a media company or what they were exactly. Kyle Busch, he's going to the bottom. He's going to go 2, maybe even 3 for 1. Ooh, that's getting tight, guys. I love it. 54 had a speeding ticket on pit road. Okay. Too fast on the entrance. Okay. So out front, Larson has a 1-second lead on Harvick, 1.5 on Byron, and a 1.9 on Keselowski. Now we have roughly 120 or 112 laps to go. Pit stops for this stage will probably be around 60 to go. So you can expect that around 270. Lap 2, actually maybe 265. Yeah, somewhere around lap 265 is where I think we're going to see our pit stops. It was Noah's first truck sponsor, and it was also his first Xfinity sponsor. Bowman coming after Chastain for 10th. So yeah, Bowman's having an issue with his score. Keeps flipping him back and forth. But our score is right. The online one works perfect. The Xfinity Switch shirt. That's a good shirt there, Diehard. So, as they currently run, Bubba Wallace a little bit, they're going to show him on screen right now, but he actually is further back in the field, 19th. He was running 11th before the end of that stage. Not sure what the heck happened there, but all the way back now to 19th. Oh, they had a bolt backing out. Okay. All right, Gragson has taken the free pass position. Now he's just got to sit there for about another 50 laps. Or till the yellow comes out. So if it can come out now, that'd be fine. But we need the yellow first. I'm actually wearing a Casey Kane Sprint Car shirt right now, actually, Denny fan. I definitely have to agree with it on that one. I'm wearing a Casey Kane sprint car shirt from a couple years ago. Logano's made up 5 spots since the restart, up to 13th. Tyler Reddick gets around Denny Hamlin, and he's up to 6th. Chastain and Logano and Chastain going to battle for 12th. I love it. See some good tough battling here. Suarez right there in that battle as well. Good battle. Yeah, watching NASCAR late at night would probably be a little on the dull side. I was going to see here. He's running lap times around the 29.5. Sorry, 29.2. And 29.1, 29.1, 29.3. So yeah, he'd be fit right in on the end of the tail end of the lead lap, so he'd be good. Larson's current gap is 2.5 seconds over Kevin Harvick. So we'll have to see if it's a communications company. Okay, that sounds about right, like a cable company or that's what I was kind of thinking it might be. Kevin Harvick starting to run some pretty quick laps. That's right. Also, guys, tonight is March Madness selection show. So I'm not going to show it, but yeah, March Madness starts this week. Should be a lot of fun. Pretty excited. That's always a fun week. Definitely the first two rounds are my favorite. Thursday through Sunday, those are absolutely my favorite. Just nonstop basketball for 2 straight days. After that, it tends to get a little more dull. Have a good one there, TRS. Harvick is starting to run up top now. Well, he's not catching Harvick yet, but Byron is 4 seconds back. So Byron, once he found more traffic, he has started to really fall back. This seems to be a track position race. If you can get out front, seems like you might be able to hold it. So it might be a good gamble to try and get out front by whatever means are necessary. March Madness is the most entertaining playoffs, I would say. I don't know that it always crowns the best college basketball champion, but I also don't know how you're supposed to crown a national champion besides maybe doing, best of 3 kind of thing or something weird like that. That might work, but... I don't know. NASCAR needs to get the idea. Here's the problem that NASCAR doesn't realize. Everyone remembers that 2011 playoff run between Edwards and Stewart, but that took 5 weeks of buildup. Those two just going back and forth with each other. And, at the end of the day, I think the problem I have with it is, look, when NASCAR had that great battle, it took 5 weeks of buildup to have that great moment. And NASCAR thinks they can manufacture that moment by just throwing 4 cars on a track and say, winner takes everything. And it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. And NASCAR doesn't seem to realize that you have to have build-up to make these moments great. Game 7 moments are special because they took build-up to get to them. NASCAR thinks, well, we'll just throw everyone on a track and call it Game 7. And it's like, that's not how it works. They're not special. There's no build-up. So, I don't know. That just... frustrates me a little bit because I know there's so much potential in this sport and they're not taking advantage of it. All right, so they're 30 laps into the stage with about 100 to go. So that means there's about 130 laps total in the stage. should be pitting somewhere around 65 laps to go. 65 laps to go, or 62 laps to go, I should say, is around lap 250. So about 45 laps, and I think we'll start seeing a lot more of that pit strategy taking place. The thing is, this stage is long enough. You could two-stop it if you really wanted to. Not sure if that's what the best option is, but it is an option that is on the table. So if you're a guy, frankly, if you're a guy in the back or somebody even in the midsection that, you want to try something different, I think two-stop strategy may be a good option for you. Pretty sure Casey Kane Racing is pretty close to Junior Motorsports. Pretty sure they're like neighbors. They always have a cool thing. So if you're going for the Coke 600, which I think you said you're going to, there should be some cool fan stuff going on at Casey Kane Racing. Oh, I would love to get a wing panel of the 49 car. Love to get one of them. Byron is 5.3 seconds off the lead, so what a difference track position makes. 5.3 seconds off the lead right now. Stenhouse has taken the lucky dog. Bummer. Bummer. Chase Briscoe up to 8th. What a great run. I mean, just took the car all day and worked on it and found his way up to 8th. What a great job. I saw that. I want to get a real wing panel, though. I love getting that real sheet metal. That's cool. Chris Buescher currently running in 11th. There's talking on him at the moment. Harvick's now 3.5 seconds off. So somehow he fell further back in this run than he did in the last 2 runs. Briscoe looking on Hamlin and Keselowski, man. I'm telling you, it's going to look great. I would love to see Casey run the Bristol Dirt Race in the 9, especially with his number 9. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Harvick is starting to close the gap if anyone's not paying attention. That gap's starting to close up. Now, lap traffic can be a factor in that. Man, Byron, they made some changes, it sounds like. They're going to go back on a little bit of it, but man, he has fallen off. 5.5 seconds off the lead. All right, so there are currently 30-ish laps until pit stops. Maybe more like 20. 25, maybe. Let's go 22. So 22 laps until pit stops. That'll be around lap 65, 66 to go, something like that. It's coming. Kyle Busch up to 15th after making multiple mistakes penalty-wise today. Oh, Chase Briscoe has caught Denny Hamlin and is looking for 7th. I'm telling you, Chase Briscoe has done a wonderful job today. I mean, I feel like he called us out. Last full screen commercial break. Honestly, this is fine, though. This is the type of time where you can do that. The problem that fans have is when they feel like they're missing something. They're like, hey, wait, I'm missing something big. And that's the key. They've always done full screen green commercials. Now, I don't think that's a great solution for the future. But the whole key of it is when there's a good battle on the racetrack, do not go away from the battle. That's where they get themselves so much heat that they don't need to get themselves, is they'll be doing something and all of a sudden they'll go to commercial when there's a great 3-wide battle or a great battle for the lead or something really intriguing happening. You know, and as much as everyone likes to call out or talk about Mike Joy bringing some heat, here's the thing. You don't want to make your fans mad. Like, that's the craziest thing. Like, imagine having the viewers. Imagine me. So I got my chat here with all you guys. So I got all you guys here in the chat. And, you know, we all having conversations. Imagine if I was constantly, like, just deleting all your chats. If I said no chats about racing. No chats about the race. Your only chats have to be super chats. Oh, imagine if I did that. Only super chats, nothing else. Like, that would be stupid. That would kind of drive everybody away, and then there'd be nobody watching. Like, that'd be dumb. Well, Fox was essentially doing the same thing by really ticking off their fan base. It's like, your job is to bring the fans the show. Frankly, if this stream isn't good and everyone left, that just tells me I didn't do a good job, and that's fine. But, you know, the idea that it's somehow, the fans don't understand. It's like, you guys don't understand. You guys should all be super chatting because you guys just don't understand. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You are there to bring a entertainment value to the people that watch your program. In this case, it's the race. Why is there a rabbit abducting people in this commercial? What is happening? What? This commercial is so random and bizarre, I had to stop. Rabbit hole, okay. Tubi. Wow. All right, Tubi, you got my attention. Holy smokes, that got wild. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, but yeah, it seems a little weird because it's kind of like, well, you're really going to blame the fans? That's a really bad way to go about having a quality sport. Blaming the fans for not enjoying what they were watching. Ooh, we got a good battle going between Bell and Keselowski? No. Can't tell who was battling. Oh, it might have been Keselowski and Hamlin. Oh, they're blurring the dash again. Whatever. All right, Bell looking to the outside. He's going to try and get to Byron. Kevin Harvick down to 2 seconds. He's closing the gap. 10 laps to green flag stops. I'm not going to lie, Clyde. I might be rooting for Harvick. I might be rooting for him. I think there'd be something pretty cool about seeing Harvick come out and win in his final season at his best track. 3. There ain't 3 SHR cars in the top 10. What are you talking about? Ryan Preece is 16th. There's 2 of them. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there, Clyde. You're off. Let's see who is. Oh, that's Hamlin. Hamlin getting a little bit of a challenge from Briscoe. Or did he just pass him? I knew they were battling, but I don't remember who was ahead originally. It kind of looks like Briscoe's putting on the challenge. 75 to go. About 10 laps, and we should start seeing green flag stops if they're going to split the stage in half. Now, if I am a guy like Josh Berry, I don't know. Do you run it long and hope for a yellow? If you're a guy like Truex, a guy like Kyle Busch. I mean, Kyle's running for a regular season point champion and whatnot. But, I mean, if you're a guy who's going to go for the idea of we're going to win to get in. Ooh, a little bit of contact between Hamlin and Briscoe. Bell has now gotten around by... Well, maybe not. Let's see. He's almost by him. All right, Hamlin has been passed. So Briscoe up to 7th. Oh, wow. Yeah, Byron's car has fallen off. They are 6 seconds behind Larson and Harvick. Harvick down to 1.6. It's our fault we don't like commercials. No, it is the children who are out of touch. Alex Bowman just chilling, having a solid run in 10th. I mean, considering the other 2 Hendrick cars in the top 5, that's a little disappointing, but, you know, he's keeping it going. Big slide earlier. They're showing a replay of that. That was nuts. Kevin Harvick down under 1.5. Here we go. Pit stops are starting. Corey LaJoie is the one coming in, so to be honest, I don't know how big a difference that's really going to make. Corey is so far back on the lead lap, him pitting is not going to be quite as bad. McDowell is now coming in. Oh, Joey is in as well. He's coming from 11th. Pit stops are essentially starting. Question comes down. Who's going to go? Who's going to blink first? All right, Reddick and Keselowski are in. That's 5th. So here they all come. Here come a big chunk of the cars. Byron is in. I don't see Harvick yet. Oh, he's in. He's definitely in. So now the question, here comes... Wow, their scoring is way off because also Larson is in, so everybody's coming. So Larson is in pit road at the moment. We're watching the onboard of Kevin. He's going off into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Larson getting his tires on now. Little slow on the left rear. Larson coming off of pit road. Harvick is up right on his outside. Holy smokes. Wow, that was close. He almost had him. He just about had him coming off pit road. Eric Jones loved this pit call. He's going to run as long as he can. So Eric Jones is going to stay out and hope to catch a caution. I love it. This is aggression. This is how you give yourself a shot. All right, Eric Jones, I hope he stays out as long as possible. They've got about 60 laps on their tires and go all the way up to lap 94. I say go for it. You got nothing to lose at this point. You've already made your bet that you're staying out. No sense of gambling it away. Like, go for it. Because if you happen to need to stop, you can be the first car lap down. There's too many things you can do to get out of there. I love the 43's call here. Now, he is currently a second off the pace. He's about 9/10 of a second slower, so he's going to get passed for the lead here in about 10 laps. Tell you what, Jones can stay out here for a while. I like this call. '99 had a penalty, so he's on pit road now. I love this call for Eric Jones. I think that's a great pit call. This is what anybody that was a lap down should have been doing the entire time. Pretty sure Noah's about to lose a second lap. Yeah, back in 28th. He should have been doing the same thing. I mean, you got to give yourself a shot to get back on the lead lap, to get some track position back. Like, they're chopping off time, but they're not chopping it off faster than I thought. I mean, he's running 29.3s to 28.4s. I thought it was going to be over a second. It's not. It's under a second a lap. Now, that's still a lot, but it's like, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. He said, I want him to run this all the way out. Run it all the way out to lap 90. Because if there is a caution, for any reason at all, Eric Jones is going to lead them down pit road. Chances are they're all coming back for new tires. And Eric Jones will be the leader. That's a great gamble. A great gamble. Why does no one else do this stuff? Oh my gosh, the 99 has just utterly thrown his day away. Another speeding penalty for the 99. That's a shame. Yeah, like I said, if you're Eric Jones, I love this call because, like I said, I mean, the times are starting to fall down, so they're only gaining like half a second now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still closing that gap down, but, I mean, what else are you going to do? You know, you don't have that much to lose, but you have a lot to gain. Love this call. Harvick's just got to keep his tires cool. Just take care of them. You got 58 laps to catch Larson. Just take care of the tires and give yourself a chance to run them down at the end. Because you're not going to get them on the short run. Hendrick cars have been 100% supreme on the short run. You're going to have to run them down on the long run. And so if you're going to run them down, you're going to have to rely on wearing your tires less than he does. Going to another quick All right, we'll go to a quick ad break, then we'll be right back with hopefully some new developments. Oh, Harvick is closing that gap down now. $56 to go. Now remember, he can go another probably 20 laps. That's the thing. He can go 20 laps. Oh man, Harvick is coming. Larson struggling to get by Noah Gragson. Oh, it blew out your eardrums. Oh man, I was. That must mean that my videos are too quiet. I wonder what I got to do to make that louder. I do want that louder. Got a NASCAR ad. Heck yeah. I'm testing something out by doing those. I want to find out what that revenue share thing, whatever they call that, looks like, because my normal streams do fairly well, but I have never done those things before. So I'll kind of toss them in randomly when I don't have much to say. I want to grab a quick drink of water, stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to see what that looks like on all of the analytics. So Harvick has started to fall back a little bit. He has now gotten by Eric Jones, but he's about a second back of Larson. I still think that's fine. He needs to stay within a couple seconds to be able to close in on him. My gosh, they made Harvick look like he's absolutely jacked. Fire suit with all the muscle detail and stuff for the cartoons. All right, so still loving the Eric Jones call. Like I said, he can still go another 10 to 15 laps. And even once he pits, his gamble here is going to be one that has some benefits. Because even when he pits, he can use the wave around to get back on the lead lap. Because he'll have fresh tires. But he's given himself a great opportunity. I mean, even if this thing doesn't end up working out for him, I mean, the chances of right now a caution or some issue coming out and he gets to come in third, great gamble. .47 laps to go. Harvick 0.7 of a second back, so he is maintaining. It's just what he needs to do. The thing is, he's got to be able to hold on. That speed has got to hold into the car. Oh, man. Harvick is close, man. Ooh, Larson had a little wiggle down there. Fox, pay attention. Oh, my gosh. This is so infuriating. There is a battle for the lead. The only battle for the lead we've had since lap 3. Please, for the love of God, show us the battle for the lead. I cannot even express how infuriating it is that they have to be pleaded with. All right, he goes high. There's traffic up high, blocking the air to Larson. Harvick down low will take the lead, and he's clear. Kevin Harvick to the lead. .44 laps to go, and Harvick to the lead. His final season in the Cup Series had his best track, and he's out front. Oh, he's got a better car right now. Remember, they're 20 laps into this run already. Almost 30. This is exactly when his car is better. Larson going to try and fight back on the bottom. And just like that, Harvick is out to a 5/10 of a second lead, almost half a second. Okay, oh man, Kyle Larson is slipping and sliding. Eric Jones has fallen back to 10th. He still has yet to pit, so remember, he's going to come in and get some good fresh tires here at some point. I mean, at this point, you can probably come in and stop if you're Jones. You've lost enough track position for where you would be able to come in and stop, and you're going to lose a lot more in the next 2 laps. Oh, we got it. Oh, that was close. Chase Briscoe just sent it down in there on Keselowski. That looked tight. Shuttle Ryan Blaney rebounds up to 6th. Great job for Blaney today. He's out front by a second now. He's running off with it. Final side-by-side break with 39 to go. All right, well, guess what, Clyde? You're 39 laps from buying a diecast from me. I assume. Chastain around Jones. That's for 11th. Like I said, at this point, I think if you're Jones, it might be a good idea to go ahead and come in and get those tires now. Because right now, Jones is around 29/8. .37 laps to go. Trying to keep an eye on all the other battles going on. Barry running in 17th. Good run for him today. Wow, $2,000 for a Jeff Gordon bumper. That's kind of nuts. Oh, there's Noah, 27th. That's not very good. Almirola, or not Almirola, that's Bubba and Allmendinger. That is a battle for, oh gosh, where's that battle for? That's a battle for like 20th. Do what you want, but AJ Allmendinger has just been steady this year thus far. Oh, Reddick getting around Byron now. Byron's going to fall out to the 5th spot now. Tell you what, that car, as dominant as it was earlier, one bad adjustment and one cycle that put him back in a little bit of traffic, and backwards he went. Just shows how traffic can affect a car. Who has the fastest lap overall? Probably Byron, 27.8. Yeah, I think it's Byron at a 27.8. Where's the hamster? Old Hammy? Hammy's in 9th. Denny Hamster. Trying to see who's driving on that one. Is that the battle with Busher? It's almost a 2-second lead already for Kevin Harvick. He is running off with it. 34 to go. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I'm not jinxing it, Clyde. I'm not trying to toy with it. I don't want to toy with it because I know Clyde's getting this car. I know darn well he is. Larson 1.8 back. Oh, did Eric Jones finally pit? I think Jones finally pitted. Let's see. I'm going to keep an eye on. We're going to keep an eye on exactly where that ends up. He did pit. That's what I thought. And you know what? Actually, Clyde, I'll even give you this. You should probably look at the liquid color if they offer it. I'm telling you what, that liquid color going to look good. That green with an all liquid finish around it, going to be a good looking car. Ooh, that was tight. Harvick does not want to waste time with these guys, that's for sure. He came out 23rd, but remember, he's going to have fresh tires for the rest of the race. He'll probably finish about where he was running. I love that gamble. He didn't lose that much. Boy, 54 really ran him hard there. Well, it cost him almost a half a second. Yeah, that 4-car in liquid would look absolutely spectacular. Ooh, that's tight. The 54 is running him hard. And just like that, it's down to 1.3 again. Big wiggle out of Harvick there. He couldn't quite get it to stick. Oh, lap traffic going to be the factor in this? By the way, Austin Dillon has maintained himself on the lead lap up in 21st. That pit gamble earlier has paved the way for him to continue to just run where he needs to run. So he's the first car lap down right now. I'd be very curious to see how long he'll be the first car lap down because, like I said, Jones has fresh tires. He is running in the 23rd position. His current lap time is a 28.6. Everyone else is running well into the 29-second bracket. So he should be running, probably catching up to Ty Gibbs here soon, actually, to get his lap back. Oh, my gosh. No. Stop jinxing him. All right, Harvick's trying to get past Zane Smith. Zane, man, the lap cars are not helping the leader tonight. Oh, man. $27 to go. 1.7 seconds is the gap. Now, the good news is he is past that tough lap traffic. Larson has yet to get into that tough lap traffic. He's still going to have to go battle all of those cars. So chances are that lead will grow. Oh, yeah. That Hunt Brothers car is going to look awesome in liquid, by the way. Oh, Jimmy John's. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Harvick on the Jimmy John's end. Unless that was a Ford contract of some kind. Because, yeah, they came back in 18. I'm trying to think in 2017 who his sponsors were. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jimmy John's was weird because they then disappeared for a little bit. Harvick was sponsored by Subway in 21, so they left partway through 21. It was weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, 2.6 seconds is now the gap. So that lap traffic played just as much havoc with Larson as it did with Harvick. Harvick now battling, trying to put Bubba a lap down. He's going to go to the high side. All right, now Bubba's going to go a lap down. Let's see. So he hasn't gotten to Ty Gibbs yet. Ty Gibbs is running lap times of 29.0, 29.8, or 28.8, so pretty close. Genuinely curious to see where Eric Jones ends up with that strategy call. I'm sure it's going to cost him a little bit of track position, but that gamble is totally worth it. It's going to be a long 20 laps. McDowell has done a good job of just maintaining all day, running in 13th. You know, a lot of times just maintaining your day and not pissing it away by, speeding or having a mistake or something like that pays a lot of dividends. I mean, Kyle Busch sped. He's 12th. I can't imagine he has a car capable of being in the top 10 right now. You know, Hamlin's the one situation. He hasn't really done anything wrong. He's just slowly faded back throughout the day. All right, Austin Dillon now going to lose a lap to Kevin Harvick. He's running in the 20th position. Current lap times, 29.1, 29.0 for Bell. So Christopher Bell has pretty good times, but he's so far behind, I just don't think he's going to get there. Yeah, Barry has done a very respectable job running up in the 16th spot. Yeah, we can all say that car is capable of running better than that because we've seen Chase Elliott run better than that. But, I mean, a top 20 car or a top 20 finish for Josh Berry is a very solid day. Yeah, he is. Kevin Harvick is running off with this one. He's 3.5 seconds out front now. Well, thank you, AJ. I appreciate that. I'm glad glad you like it because I wasn't sure what to go with. I wanted to do something simple that I could use as a good watermark in the bottom corner, but wasn't sure what to go with. So I'm glad you like it. Martin Truex, last car in the lead lap in 18th. Holy smokes. $16 laps to go. Eric Jones, 23rd, has still not gotten up to Ty Gibbs. I'm a little curious what's taken him so long. I thought he would have got there by now. $15 laps to go. All right. 15 to go. The race is pretty spread out at this point. Oh, wow, we got a 3-wide battle. That's not spread out at all. 3 wide, and that's for a position. Who's going to yield and get it? Who's going to... Oh, big arrow push out of AJ Allmendinger there. Looks like Dylan's going to end up holding that spot, though. Wow, that is all battling for the free pass position. $13 to go. He's got plenty of room. Over 4-second lead. It's kind of surprising Jeff Gordon's not on this list. Man, they are doing everything to jinx it. Oh, no, there's a caution. No, why? What is the caution for? Oh, my goodness, what is the caution for? This better be legit. Oh, it's Burton. Oh, it's Burton. All right, well. I mean, the car was sideways, tires shredding and everything. Oh, man. Well. I gotta say, what do you do? 10 laps, probably only going to be about 7 or 6 by the time you go green. Do you go 2 tires here? I mean, really, Burton? Wow, you are just a talentless hack. It's legit. It's just frustrating that do they all have to be green-white checkers? I mean, you know, if Larson wins last week and Harvick wins this week, is anybody really that upset? I guarantee you here, I will guarantee you this. Matt DiBenedetto doesn't spin right there, guys. I'm just telling you right now. Matt DiBenedetto does not spin there. So if you Harvick fans, you best be getting on Matt DiBenedetto's good side because he would never have spun that car like that. Not in that situation. No way. He also wouldn't have been running that poorly. Don't get me wrong there either. All right, guys. Remember, Larson's got the #1 pit stall. 9 to go. I mean, I gotta say, if you're Harvick, I think you're in trouble because, I mean, Larson's got the #1 pit box. He's got all the advantages pointing to him. Now, if I'm a guy like Tyler Reddick, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, I'm 2-tiring this. I'm taking 2 tires and trying to get out front. I mean, I don't see any reason not to do that. You know, if I'm a guy like, anybody from 7th on back, I ain't getting to the front on 4 tires and fuel. And I ain't going to win off it for sure. So I'm doing 2 tires. If I'm Josh Berry, yeah, I think I 2-tire it for Berry too. I mean, I don't know if that's enough time to gain you the lead. Really? Nobody taking 2? I'm taking 2. I'm gambling, man. Larson's good on the short run. Man, this is going to be tough. All right, let's see what we got. Somebody's got to go for 2. Got to give it a shot. If you're outside top 5, why not? Give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Like, go give yourself a chance to win. Oh, there it is. 2 tire in a number of spots. Byron does 2. McDowell goes 2. Great call. Good job, Michael McDowell. Love it. 2 tire for Larson. He will also go with 2. First 4 tire car off is going to be Kevin Harvick, but he's all the way back in 7th. However, with Phoenix, if you shortcut that apron and you run way, way down there, you can gain a lot of those spots back. All right, we're going to do one quick ad break. We'll be right back for the finish because I need to get a glass of water. All right. What a great stop for Byron. So it's Larson, Byron, Blaney, Chastain, Busch, Hamlin. I thought McDowell did too. Did he speed? McDowell must have had an issue and come back or something. Here's the wave rounds. No, got to go to the bottom if you're Harvick. I don't know why Boyer's saying go high. You got to go low. If you're Kevin Harvick, you run as low as you can because you're going to have a chance to run the apron and still pass guys. Front 6 all took 2 tires. Harvick and Briscoe are the first on 4 tires. All right, coming to the choose. Larson low, Byron high, Blaney low, Chastain high, Busch high, Hamlin low, Harvick low. I think that's a good spot for Harvick. I like where he's lining up. This is a good shot for him. Do I think Chastain will do something stupid? Of course I do. It's for the win. You got to go wipe someone out for the win. Oh, he's on the top, though. He may not have the opportunity to do something too stupid. He's up top. The 12 car's got to run on the 5. Boy, he really squeezed him down hard. What happened there? Somebody had a big issue. Oh, it's the 16 that went around. 54's got a lot of damage. Guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, Tyler Reddick's going to win this race. He's got 4 fresh ones, and he used the apron. I thought Kevin Harvick should have gone a lot lower on the racetrack there. He should have run as low as he could possibly run. Are you really leaking fluid all over the track, Ty Gibbs? Get off. Oh, what the heck? Looks like just everyone digging too hard. Whoa! Then Gregson and the 16 end up together, so just a whole lot of garbage. Well, like I said, guys, Tyler Reddick is now the biggest threat to win this race. He ran the apron for both sets of the opening corners, and he had a ton of room down there to run. That was a great call. I mean, there was no room down there, or there was a lot of room down there, wide open, clean air, and he used it. And Tyler Reddick is gonna, it looks like 5th is where they got him scored. So great call, Reddick on 4 tires. He's the guy. I believe he has 4. I mean, he was way, way down there. Yeah, Harvick did not gain a spot in that first set of corners, which is why I think he should have run the apron. He should have gotten way down there and just run as low and hard as you can, because you need that clean room, plus you need to make sure no one shuffles up in front. So let's see where Reddick comes from, because Reddick's not even in the top 8. So Reddick is, zoom out, Fox, my God. There they go. So Reddick went below Harvick right on the start. I mean, jumped to the inside immediately and was all the way up to the inside of Hamlin, running on the apron. Now, if Hamlin doesn't wash up, Harvick might be past him, but the problem is he got clogged into so much traffic. I mean, Tyler Reddick was all but clear and in front. So, yeah, I mean, same spot, but Tyler Reddick, he went from 9th to 4th. Like, that's going to be the spot. I don't know why. I don't know. Too many overtime finishes, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of Harvick fans agree. Overtime is getting a little old. Now, this one wasn't overtime, but man, the guys running up front that had kind of put themselves in position to win the race are, I mean, Larson's still up there, but, I mean, Bell was up there. He's, 8th? So he's not up there anymore. Harvick's in 7th, so just a bummer. Just remember, guys, there's another restart coming. And our front 3 did not change. Reddick is up to 4th, Chastain 5th, Hamlin 6th. So I imagine Reddick would like to take the bottom. I imagine he wants to use that open space and would probably go 3rd row inside rather than 2nd row outside. See, now Clyde understands my hatred of Dawson Cram. Except Dawson Cram cost Brett Moffitt a championship. A race is bad, but he cost him a championship. It wouldn't. Remember, AJ, 1998 rules wouldn't have helped in this situation. I assume we'll get choosing sometime soon. I'm not sure how much there is to deal with. Larson going to go low. Byron high. Blaney low. Reddick high. Oh, Chastain high. Hamlin low. Harvick went high. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I do not know about that. That's what I will say. I am not sure. I think at this point, Harvick's chances of winning are all but out the door. I think you have to be open on the bottom to have a shot. Watch Kyle Busch. He's very, very good at running the apron, and he is on the 4th or 5th row inside. So watch for Kyle on the inside because he's very, very good down there. And I'm telling you, if things jumble up and he's way down there like that, he'll give it a shot. I think I'm going to ignore my monitor here so I don't see what happens because I want to watch it live. So I am delayed. Sorry, guys. Looks like they're back to green, but I don't see it. Let's see here. All right. Coming to the green flag. Larson low. Byron high. Blaney with a solid run, but had to check up just a bit. Reddick's going to jump to the middle? No. Who is that? That's Christopher Bell way on the bottom. Larson and Byron are side by side for the lead. Keep an eye on Ryan Blaney. He's coming on the bottom. 3 wide down the backstretch. Reddick up high. He's going to give a shot to Byron. Coming to the white flag. William Byron's going to sneak through. Harvick is up to 4th. 5th. Tyler Reddick's not going to get there. William Byron's going to go back-to-back at Phoenix. Unbelievable. Bell slid up off the end, and another top 5 for Harvick. But, man, what could have been? William Byron, 2 wins already in the Hendrick cars. All on pit strategy, man. Pit strategy, pit strategy, pit strategy, and, man. Harvick ends up in 5th. Barry ends up in 10th. What a good run for him in the 9, showing up in the 10th spot to end that race. Where'd Noah end up? 29th, not a great... As I said, I think you got to go low. I don't know why those guys all went high. I think the low is a great way to go. Sorry about that there, Clyde. So William Byron goes back-to-back with wins at Vegas and Phoenix. Definitely kind of popped in late. The whole top 10 is a little jumbled. Josh Berry with a good top 10 finish. Great job, but, man. This is NASCAR. I guess we love these finishes more than the race running out naturally. It seems like we have way more of these than we do actual natural finishes anymore, unfortunately. So we'll see y'all next week for sure. Hopefully we'll have a stream at some point with some new arrivals, but I don't know of anything that's coming out. So we will see you guys for sure next week. For any of you guys tuning out, I'm going to be here for a little bit. Brian Priest ends up in 12th. Just going to shout out some guys that finished where they ended up. Chase Briscoe in 7th. So SHR actually looks like they did a lot better today, and they really did. Every Hendrick car ended up in the top 10. Byron 1st, Larson 4th, Bowman 9th, and Barry 10th. So all 4 of them end up in there. Man, Brad Keselowski had a great run all day, but just unfortunately wasn't able to get there. Well, I don't know if I'd call it dominance there, Parker. When it takes a late caution, it's a little different, but hey, wins are wins. They're using it. They're doing it with strategy too, so they're doing it multiple ways. They're getting it multiple different ways. That's right. 10 straight seasons he has finished in the top 10. 10. He almost had his 10th win at Phoenix, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. What a bummer. Trying to see on the restart here. Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell goes way downstairs. I thought Christopher Bell was in a great position, but I think he just ran a little bit too low. Oh, Chastain and Hamlin. The bitter feud continues. I gotta go see this finishing order. Chastain and Hamlin end up 23rd and 24th. Oh, goody. That's a good, fun storyline. Denny and Chastain had a little bit of a run-in. What was that? That was he Chastained him. That's what Chastain's been doing to people for a year. Gave him a little of his own treatment. I don't know if he liked it, but we'll find out, I guess, later. Oh, good. A little bit of drama moving forward into next week. It's always fun to have a little. All right, guys. Well, that'll pretty much wrap up the stream today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will see you guys on Saturday for the Xfinity race, and then Sunday again for the Cup race next week. Maybe we'll see if I get my webcam set up and ready to roll so we do with all of it. But for now, we're just going to roll with the same setup we got right, in front of us here. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you tomorrow in the next Diecast review.